This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
So, all the talking's done. Now, let's get down to action.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. Miss with that jab. You don't want to trade shots. Beautiful left hook. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this. They love this. They are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And follow with a straight right hand. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Just missed with that hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Now it's a tougher fight. He's got to be... That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start working a few body shots in there.
And there's the bell to start round two. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Can't land the jab there. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than two.
Nobody home with that hook. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Beautiful counter punch. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, on to the third. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It all comes down to what you can do on the inside.
Todd, reach as well as speed, reach as well as power. What more can a fighter ask for?
These two were made for each other. It's all offense all the time. Jab slightly off target. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. It's bombs away. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
That round good work. You were thinking, kid, go back out there and win the round. Get back behind. And don't forget the jab. And don't get carried away. Think about your defense on the end.
You got complacent. The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag, and now you've let him back into it. I need you to
Two straight down the middle. Can't miss it. Now, good work. Stay focused. Don't look
out there and win the round. Come on, you've let him
too much. Just keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. Just keep him on the end.
lead. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together.
And just stick a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so you can't.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
Get your focus back.
Get one shot or anything. Just set him up and you'll take him out. But he's ready to go.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Misses with the straight left.
Damn.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
The perfect counter lands. Through the hook, didn't land.
This shit moves so slow.
That jab misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
That I'm happy. Round off, win the round on your jab, and breathe when you step in a rear.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Trying to land that jab. There's a counter shot. They better start respecting each other's punching power. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
He threw a punch and just got countered. A lot of effort, despite what the judges' scorecards read. There are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. That was... Let's start the 6th. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
That hook won't score. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Can't find a home with that jab. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it? And down goes Alexander Usyk. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your regionals hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. So it's... There's the bell to start round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here.
Come on.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round.
Get off of Remy.
Forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Good work. Now that's it.
Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He just misses with that jab. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The straight right just misses. Marciano fighting to survive. He's never been knocked out. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. He's out of there.
Are we about to witness history? Oh, do you believe this? Rocky Marciano is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Did he quit?
10.
Did they fix the quitting issue? Like, no, they didn't fucking fix it. Oh my gosh. Like, it's stupid. Like, this shit is stupid. Fucking dumb.